You've come to the right place to learn more about special education. The mission of InSource is to provide high-quality information, training, and support to families of children and young adults with disabilities, and the individuals and organizations who serve them. The following is provided for informational purposes only. Please consult a competent attorney if you are seeking legal advice. This brief history of the Parent Center program will provide you with information about why the Parent program was created and what it's like today. Before the early 1970s, public schools were not required to educate children with disabilities. In most cases, they did not. Parents were left to figure out what to do on their own. Many children were put into institutions or sent to schools for the blind, the deaf, or the intellectually disabled. Parents and disability advocates objected, spoke out, organized, and marched. They pressured local, state, and federal leaders, and many leaders listened and took action. Two landmark cases in 1972 helped pave the way to great change. The ruling on Mills versus the Board of Education found the exclusion of students from schools based on disability was unconstitutional. PARC versus the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania brought powerful changes by requiring all children with intellectual disabilities be admitted to public schools and receive their education in the regular classroom whenever possible. Then in 1975, the federal government passed Public Law 94-142. This mandated that a free, appropriate public education must be made available to every eligible child with a disability. Congress recognized that school educators and administrators would need information and training to implement this law, and that parents of children with disabilities needed to know more as well. 2 years after the law was passed, the first 5 parent centers opened. The law's name was changed in 1990 to the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA, and by 1991, every state had at least one parent center. Their mission was to educate and support parents in learning about the new law, inform parents of their right to participate in making decisions about their child in school, ensure that parents know their right to give or refuse their consent at key action points affecting their child. The Parent Center's core mission has remained the same from the beginning. They work to inform and train families of children with disabilities to understand their rights as parents, understand the special education process and how it applies uniquely to their child, understand how to best communicate with their child's school, and how to be an active member of the decision-making process for their child. InSource has helped countless families of children with disabilities in Indiana do just that since our founding, and will continue to ensure that students with disabilities can realize their own potential. For more information about InSource or the special education process, call us at 574-234-7101. Email us at insource@insource.org. Visit our website at insource.org, or like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X.